Hey everybody, it's Dr. D with First Choice Chiropractic again. Today I'm going to go over something called IT band syndrome and some simple things you can do at home to stretch that out and try to alleviate some of that pain. So typically IT band syndrome is where we start to feel some pain over the side of the hip here, right over this bony prominence. This bony prominence is actually part of the femur here, and what happens is it starts to rub on this band that goes down the lateral aspect of the leg. You can start to form a bursitis that happens in there. Bursitis is just a pocket of inflammation that happens there, but it can become something that if we're trying to sleep on that side at night, it's very painful. Our long walks will become really agitated and painful also. So, first of all, IT band. IT means iliotibial band. The ilium is the aspect of the crest of the pelvis. So it attaches from the crest of the pelvis all the way down to the tibia, which is the lower bone of the leg that's just past the knee here, this bony prominence here. And all this does is tension up some sheath that goes around the muscular layer of the leg, cutting down some friction while we're doing any type of like long walks or running and things like that. So the problem with it is that it's mostly non-contractile fiber all the way down. It shares a little tiny muscle called tensor fasciae lata up here on the top of the ilium here, and it also shares fibers with the glutes. So what happens is we start to use this muscle a lot while we're out doing walks or a lot of runners. We see this a lot of times around the marathon times, around the 10K here in Richmond, around those times where people get this syndrome all the time. So how we're going to look at it is when this sheath tightens up and this bony prominence just rubs and rubs and rubs on it, it becomes very inflamed and irritated. So some of the things that can cause IT band syndrome are just overuse. We can also get a lot of tension or fibers that start to adhere or attach into the muscular layer down the leg, which makes it tense all the time. Or if the pelvis is out of whack or torsioning a bit. When the pelvis becomes torsioned a bit, it'll pull on one side, making it tight at all times. But the way that we work on it is a couple of ways. One, we're going to ice, never heat, over top of anything that's bony over this area or anything that's inflamed. So I don't want people to throw a hot pack on it thinking it's going to get better. It's always ice over the areas of pain. But we're going to try and stretch this fiber down here. The fiber is very long, and again, attaches from here to down here. So what we have to do is bring our leg to the inside of our body to stretch that out. I always tell people, stay near something that you can stand by, that you can grab on. I'm actually near a corner of a wall here. And what you do is, say that my leg here is affected, I'm going to hold onto the wall, step over that leg, and bring my hip out to the side like this here. Now what I'm doing, as you can see, is I'm bringing my knee way underneath me like that, so that I'm stretching out this fiber through here. You'll feel it right in this area here, sometimes up here also, but you can feel it here. It's not usually felt down the lateral aspect of the leg because that's not where the contractile fibers are. So that's gonna stretch out the tensor fasciae lata muscle there. Then what we want to do is try and get into that glute muscle. And I know I've gone over this exercise a little bit before, but the glute piriformis stretch, in my opinion, is the best for that. What we do is that's back to our figure 4 stretch, where we cross our knee over top of our hip here, we cross our leg over top of our other knee. You're going to push the knee down and you're going to bend forward like so. Now, when you're seeing me bend forward, I'm not bending at the waist forward. What I'm doing is I'm taking and I'm bending at the hips and pelvis. I'm tilting my whole pelvis forward. That is going to be felt right in the upper areas of the glute, right into this area here, where we're going to feel a lot of tension during that. Stretches, all stretches, should be held for long periods of time. So it's not a quick bang, oh, I think I got that. I didn't really get anything there. What you're going to do is you're going to put it in a position, put that pressure there, pull the body towards you and hold that for, let's say, 30 seconds. As we're holding that, we're going to try and relax our muscles. We're going to try and calm the body, feel that muscle relax, and then go a little further into it so that we can elongate that over time. So what we're going to do is stretch this muscle out. We're going to stretch all of these fibers out here and then ice over that hip. Taking it a little bit of a step further, we can go back to using either a foam roller or more, my favorite is the hand roller here, or what we call the stick. You can also take and roll down. I always tell people roll up towards the heart, and what you're going to do is increase that circulation going back out of the leg, not pushing it down. And what we're going to do is roll that so that we can start to break up any adhesions that could possibly be happening in those fibers, shortening that tissue up. So if you're finding that you're having chronic stuff going on with this IT band stuff, or you can try stop sleeping on that side, cut down on the running for a little bit if that's starting to trigger it. Do these types of things, and if it still keeps on persisting for you, give us a call in our office, see if we can get that pelvis adjusted for you, take those pressures off, and get that to heal up a little bit for you. You can give us a call at 804-726-6810, and we hope to see you soon. Thank you.